Now we're going to talk about G Mixolydian. G Mixolydian comes from the key of C major, and Mixolydian is the fifth mode regardless of what key you're in. It just so happens to be that G is 5 away from C. C, D, E, F, G, and it's the Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. It just matches up, right? What we have here, we got our C major. Then we go to D Dorian. Then we go to E Phrygian. And instead of going to F here on 13, we're going to move it back to 1 so we can get a good wraparound here. Then you go F Lydian. That. Then we move up to G. Now we play the Mixolydian mode. We're still playing all of the tones of C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, but we're just starting on G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think I said that right. What this does, though, is because of the whole tones and half tones, since we're shifting down and shifting down, you now have a major scale on the G. So everything's pretty much the same. So it'd be 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7 would normally be your major, right? But we can't use that note because it's an F sharp. We have to force it back to an F. So right there, we've got 3 of these bigger stretches. That will give you the Mixolydian mode, because the Mixolydian mode is a major scale, just like C major, with a lowered 7. But we can't lower the 7 on C because then that would give us C Mixolydian. That doesn't make sense. We got to go back to G. That gives us G Mixolydian. Just like that. And then again, the patterns are on the first 3 strings, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7. Then we go to the G string, we go 4, 5, 7, and then 5, 6, 8, and then 5, 7, 8 on the high string. If you want to get some exercises with this, check out my book, Guitar Efficiency. Got tons of exercises for each mode. It's like 200 some pages of different things, chromatic, scales, pentatonics, modes, and scales, and all the arpeggios and everything like that. Bestseller on Amazon. You should check it out. It's pretty dope. Enough of that. D Ionian is a major scale with a lowered 7, which would give it what's called a dominant. If you played it as a chord, you'd have your G major, and then if you added the lowered 7 to that chord, you'd have a G dominant chord. And the G dominant always wants to bring you back home to your 1 chord, C. You've heard that before, you know, in classical music, you know. That's your 5, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. It's the strongest pull back to the 1 chord. And G, or not just G, but Mixolydian is a very strong place to be playing when you're trying to get back to the home chord while you're soloing. You could jump over to the Mixolydian mode, and it's going to kind of automatically give you the vibe of wanting to head back to the 1 chord, whatever chord that may be. When we're in the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, that's going to be your 5 tones away from your root, and then you have Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. It's your 5th mode, so G, Mixolydian, both land on 5. Boom, they come together, they make a beautiful baby. If we have that same pattern, I've said this a million times, but we start on that, and if we play that pattern, and I just move the guitar, I have the same pattern regardless of where I start. But now if I played it there, I'm on C Mixolydian, which is wanting to go back there. Kind of a cool little trick if you're playing it on the low E string. You can just go just like that. What's that? But in our instance, we're in the key of C, so G would want to go back to C. And if we're playing C Mixolydian, we're in the key of F. But Mixolydian doesn't change. It's always going to be the 5 away from whatever key you're in. You can count backwards from the 5, going 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you find what key you're in. For more exercises, again, check out my book, and I hope that this helps you figure out the Mixolydian mode. Play that pattern everywhere, just like with your picking, down, up, down, down, up, down, if you want to do economy picking, or if you want to do alternate picking, down, up, down, up, doesn't matter as long as you do one consistently. So and get used to that pattern over and over again. We're making our way all the way back up to C. Boom, 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 boom. Now we got 2 more to do, Ionian and Locrian, and then we're back home at Ionian. So let's head over to the Aeolian mode.